Happy summer. Let's talk about humidity and dew point. There's some eagles. As a reminder, the recommendation is to keep humidity, relative humidity in your home between 30 and 50% to prevent mold growth. But let's talk about dew point and what that means. First off, Encyclopedia Britannica, remember them, at Britannica.com, defines relative humidity as the percentage of actual water in the air compared to the max it can contain at any given temperature. Smartfog.com defines dew point as the temperature at which the air becomes saturated. They remind us that as air cools, its ability to hold moisture reduces. Warm air holds more moisture. Another way they say this is dew point measures the actual moisture in the air, and the relative humidity measures how saturated the air is relative to the temperature. The Weather Channel says, for example, 50% of relative humidity means the air contains half of the moisture it could hold at that temperature. Relative humidity changes with temperature. That's my cat. And so relative humidity can drop even if the actual moisture content stays the same. The dew point remains constant unless the moisture content in the air changes. Higher dew point indicates more moisture in the air. It will feel muggier. Lower dew point equals drier air. Smartfog.com tells us humidity is relative to temperature. The dew point is an absolute measure of moisture content. Relative humidity changes with temperature, dew point changes with moisture changes. And humidity levels themselves can vary greatly based on factors such as temperature, air movement, large bodies of water nearby, also plumbing and ventilation issues. So to clarify, this is coming from Encyclopedia Britannica again. When the relative humidity reaches 100%, so when the air is 100% saturated, that is the dew point. Here we can see condensation, dew, fog. Let's Talk Mold.com says maintaining an indoor dew point of below 55 degrees Fahrenheit is ideal to prevent mold growth, but it's a little tricky. So as air cools, it'll hit that dew point. SciCentric.org informs us that mold can start growing before the dew point is reached. Although you can feel like your air is nice and dry at 40% relative humidity, but poorly insulated areas and specifically windows are notorious. These areas can create pockets that are actually reaching below the dew point. I say track both relative humidity and dew point, but especially be aware of the high moisture areas in your home. Check your plumbing, know your attic, and know your crawl space. Inhale.